Okay, so I'm gonna do another topic video, which I've done two of these, and it's just on used games, and I just want to talk about it. Okay, I don't obviously, I have no idea. I don't really know anything what's going on about it. I'm not smart. I'm only, I'm not even. I'm only 15. I don't know anything. I don't know. I'm not a researcher. I don't have to know about this stuff. Just from a person who, just watches a few videos on it. And, I just want to talk about used games. Don't take anything I say seriously, because I probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But I just want to talk about how I feel about it. Used games, to me, are very important, because, well, I understand the problem with it. I understand that developers aren't getting the money. My theory, what am I talking about, but why the sudden change? Like, why all of a sudden, like 2010, the online passes started. Why, for the past 10 years before that, I don't know when pre-owned games started, but like the PS2 area that I think they started, maybe before that, I don't know. Maybe they've been around for ages, I don't know. But why all of a sudden 2010 did they have to do it? I understand they were losing money, but how did they cope with it for the last, 10, 20 years that pre-owned games are going on for? I don't know. Obviously, I don't know that information. This is just me talking. But there's another thing. This game here, Alan Wake. I love this game. I would love to buy it new. Problem is I couldn't. I had to buy it used, because I don't have any money for it. But I understand what people are saying. I think the people who are saying, talking about the used games, people saying the people who can afford new games, they might used, and they lose money. But I don't know. I feel like it's not fair, because here's the thing: if you take used games away completely, if you buy a used game, you still can buy DLC from it. If you take away used games completely, the people who wouldn't buy it used would, they're not going to buy any DLC, so they'll lose money from DLC, if you know what I mean. Another thing, people were saying, I heard this thing, okay, this is just my personal experience, but people were saying, if you buy used games, it hurts new games that are coming out afterwards, but that didn't happen. In around 2010, 2011. What happened is that you'd buy a game. Well, I'd buy a game. For me, well, okay, this has nothing to do with used games, but this is just something. I'd buy the game, trade it in, buy that new game with the money I got from that, then trade that in, then buy that, then trade that in, then buy that, and trade it in. But then the online passes came and completely affected me. So in 2012, I barely bought any new games because I didn't have the money for it, because I used to trade games in all the time. So when online passes came, used games, like the price went up. Used game tradings went down because they didn't want you putting used games on there anymore, and I couldn't buy any new games. Like in 2012, I bought so little games. In 2011, I was constantly buying a game, then the next week trading it in, buying the new game, trading it in, buying the new game, trading it in, and I couldn't do that in 2012. I can't do it now either, because trading prices have dropped, and I don't know if it's because of the used games, but I presume it is. And the online passes, I'm so glad EA took away the online passes. Hopefully that's a step towards it. But for the common consumer, common person, they can't afford. Games are way too expensive they are. In my opinion. And, that $5, £5 is such a big amount of money. It can go to other things. I mean, that's really it, I have to talk about. But used games are just, if they go away, I'm probably going to be screwed. I can't buy any games, Like, half of my games are probably used, because I can't afford new games, Like, I buy one new game, every 2 months, because there's, because the trading stuff has gone down, the value for trade-ins, everything. Because of used games, I think. And it's really frustrating. The online passes are so stupid because you can't buy used. Essentially, I can't buy used anymore. You can't buy used because online passes. Because if you buy it used, you're going to be spending probably even like a few dollars more than you would have done without buying it used. Anyway, so it's stupid. Because I'm missing out on all these great games like Bioshock Infinite. I can't buy it. I wonder how much it is now. But one good thing I think that's come out of used games is that prices have gone down. Like lately, anyway. A new game comes out and the price drops really quickly. Like they go on sale really quickly for some reason. And I think, you know, the reason why is that because of used games, because of the thing with used games. I reckon, I don't know, I don't want to say anything, but you know, if they take away used games, you're going to lose money on DLC, I reckon, because the people wouldn't have bought the game. They can't buy the game at all now, and they can't buy the DLC. And so they can only buy one game like every few months because they can't afford it because there's no used games. And you want to say a sale on games, a down sale on games because no one can afford the games even less. So I'm glad Sony aren't doing blocking used games. I'm pretty sure they aren't. They've said it, I think. But you know, used games are such a big thing for me, and lately they haven't because you haven't really been able to buy them because of online passes. Even for single player games, online passes for single player games. You know, I can kind of get over the online passes for online games, but online passes for single player games, that's ridiculous. You know, it's ridiculous. And there's so many games that I've missed this year. Like I haven't played Bioshock Infinite, I haven't played Tomb Raider, I haven't played well, those are the big two games. But I haven't played like the new Metal Gear game. I haven't played, and I want to play these games. And you know, I'm probably gonna wait if they maybe come on PlayStation Plus, which would be nice. But you know, that's my opinion on used games. I just hope they don't go away, because otherwise I won't be able to buy games at all and play them at all, because I won't have any money at all. So, because you know, like I said, if I could buy this game new, I would, because this game is amazing. I want to support the developers. If I could buy this game new 100 times, I would, but I don't have any money for it. You know, it was either buy it new for $15 or buy it used for like $5, and I only had $5, well £5. I'm just saying for American people. And you know, it's annoying. You know, the online passes have made people want to buy less games because, you know, I don't know. You know, sales have gone down on games the last few years, and it seems a bit like a coincidence that this happened when they introduced online passes. Like, did they? Like, obviously, I have no idea what I'm talking about, so don't take anything this seriously. I'm just saying it's like a theory. But you know, because they introduced online passes, so people are buying less games completely. So and that's why PlayStation Plus is so good value now, because no one can buy any games because no one has any money. So PlayStation Plus is such an amazing value. Like, if I can get the game free, like, you know, like a year down the line, I don't mind waiting. Like, seriously, you know, because like, say like with Tomb Raider, it's been out for a few months now. I can wait another few months for it to go on PlayStation Plus if it goes on there eventually. No, I don't mind. I've waited a few months. I can wait another few months, but you know, that's my take on used games. I hope they stay. I don't hope they go away, because otherwise I won't be able to buy games at all. Okay, so there'll probably be a cut there. I just want to add something to the used game stuff. I was watching a released unboxing video, and it kind of hit me like, you know, they're not putting any effort into their you know, cases. And personally, cases, I love cases. I think it's really awesome. I like cases. Okay, that came out really weird. I made it lighter so you can see it a bit better. Like, you know, they're not putting instruction booklets in their things. They put in the warnings on the back of the, you know, on the back of the, you know, you open the game up and the warnings on the back of the, you know what I'm talking about. And it looks so ugly and it's awful and it's disgusting. And, you know, they keep pissing us off with this stuff. And I'm not saying it's a reason why people won't buy this game, but it doesn't help, you know. Online passes, ugly instruction booklets, you know, they should put the effort into the instruction booklets, they should put the effort into their cases, because it does help a lot more than you would think, you know. It makes you want to buy it it makes you want to buy the disc, you know, a lot more than you would normally. And, you know, it just annoys us, and it's another thing that makes us annoyed with game developers, and it makes it another reason why we want to buy used games and don't want to support these people, you know, because they keep annoying us and they don't put the effort into their stuff. It's like they don't care. It's like they didn't put the effort into, you know, I know it's only a little thing, but it does make quite a big difference. Well, for me it does. That's personally for me. You know, this is the theory I have, you know. It's just because I remember, you know, it used to be awesome to get a nice full colour instruction booklet. You know, RPGs do it, like Skyrim do it, Fallout do it, you know. I don't know if Alan Wake does it or not. But it does help quite a lot. It can put you in a good mood for the game as well. You know, if you get a really good instruction booklet, you know, a really nice case, really nice inside, you know, it can put you in a good mood for the game. If you open the case and it's grey, it's disgusting, the warnings on the back of the thing, it can just put you in a bad tone, annoy you with the game. I know it's got nothing to do with used games, but and then it pisses you off, and you're like, why do they? And you know, you get annoyed with these game developers, and you're like, you know, you keep peeing us off, don't put the effort into our games, into our, you know, into your boxes, you know, and it kind of annoys us. Well, it annoys me. But that's just a thing I brought up. You know, if they keep annoying us, we might not want to buy their games new and support them. We might just want to buy used games to teach them a lesson. You know, I mean, I don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying that's just a theory I have. Not really for me. I mean, it annoys me, but it doesn't annoy me that much. Jesus. You know, that's not a reason why I buy used games. The reason why I buy used games is because I can't afford new games. But that's just a theory I had. Maybe people, you know, they get annoyed. I just feel like, you know, there needs to be maybe a bit of experimenting with it. I know you're thinking, like, if they went back to how it was before 2010 when they started introducing online passes, I'd like to see how it would go. But obviously they're not going to go back to it, but it would just be nice to see what happened. You know, maybe a lot of people would be happy, and then people would start buying new games again because they want to support developers, because they put effort into their stuff, and, you know, they don't want to piss off. Because, you know, we want to support these developers, they just don't put the effort into their stuff. And it makes us annoyed. Well, it makes me annoyed. I wonder that it might make you annoyed as well. Probably there's obviously other people that get annoyed with instruction booklets not being nice, colourful, and, you know, they're putting the warnings on the back and the online passes and everything. You know, I was also thinking another reason. Used games, you know, they've been doing them from ages now, I don't know how long. But, you know, like I said, why is it only suddenly become a problem in the last few years? It probably has been a problem, but, you know, game budgets have gone up so much, but the prices of games have stayed the same, and people are buying less games. Why can't we make games with the budget the same they were before? You know, what changed? Why can't we? You know, graphics, it doesn't matter, graphics don't matter, you don't have to have good graphics, people don't care. You know, some people do, but screw them, you know, they weren't going to buy the game anyway, I don't think. And it's good riddance to them, you know. If graphics, I don't know why game budget's gone up so much, but if it's the graphics, we don't care about the graphics, we don't care. Graphics don't have to be good, you can still make a really nice looking game without good graphics, as long as the art style looks good, it doesn't matter, you know. But, you know, that's a little thing I want to add on to the topic. Doesn't really have a huge amount of used games, but it's just another thing.